Good morning, home builders. We are on day 89 of 90 days. So tomorrow will be our last one in this series that we're doing on Renew. And today we're looking at, O Worship the King, out of Psalm 104. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord my God, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirit, his ministers a flaming fire. This beautiful picture of who God is in all of his majesty. And let me ask you, what is your view of God? How do you see him in your mind? Is he someone that is right there beside you, very similar to you? Or do we see him as the grand God that he is? Of the splendor, that's not a term we use very often, but the splendor of who he is, the greatness of who he is. Our view of God greatly changes our view of our situation and our life. When we see God for who he truly is, we can only get a grasp of that. We have a finite mind, but again, when we can put the grandeur that he is in perspective, the things around us start to diminish because we realize the greatness of who he is and what he can do in our life and what he has done in our life. Sir Robert Grant, he came back from England in 1779. He became a poet and he wrote the great hymn, O Worship the King. O worship the King, all glorious above. O gratefully sing his power and his love. Our shield and defender, the Ancient of Days. I love this line. Pavilioned in splendor and girded with praise. Why? Because frail children of dust and feeble as frail, in thee do we trust and find thee to fail. Thy mercies, how tender, you can feel it build, how firm to the end, our maker, defender, redeemer, and friend. Get that line? Our maker, our defender, our redeemer, and our friend. When we can put God in perspective in our mind, it changes everything. May we always look to God, seeing who he truly is in our mind, and it will change. I promise you. If you're going through a struggle right now, think of that, who God is. He's powerful. He can help you through that situation. That situation didn't come to him by accident. He's already seen it through, and he is powerful, and he can see you through that. So today's renewal principle, the glory of God's majesty should daily call forth worship from our grateful hearts. Worship the Lord today. It will change your day, I promise you. Love you guys. Hope to see you tonight. We're in a series on the book of Judges, and I'm going to be looking at the topic of God of the Old Testament versus God of the New Testament. We look in Judges and Joshua, and we see how they were instructed to go in to destroy these people out of the land. And you sort of start to wonder, a loving God caused them to do that? Well, there's a lot of answers to that. And we need an answer to that because that's one of the biggest things thrown at Christians. How could a God of love do that? Well, there's logical answers to that. And we're going to look at that tonight. So hopefully you come out. And if you're in Awana, listen to it later. Hope you guys have a good day. Love you. Bye.